Hello, everyone. Welcome to Astronome channel number 2. I think I'm going to keep this separate from my Age of Sigmar channel and just kind of have a second channel for some more general gaming stuff. So that might be things like Path of Exile that I'm playing today, or it might be things like board games. My group of friends is very into board games. I know this is shocking. We're the first nerds to ever like video games and board games at the same time. So I might talk about tactics and strategies and things for some board games that I like. Yeah, who am I? I'm Ricky. Go by Astronome on the internet. Like I said, I have another channel, Astronome AOS, where I talk about Age of Sigmar, Warhammer. That's kind of my main game and hobby. I do a lot of painting and playing that game. And I am a complete and utter noob at Path of Exile. So you are going to watch me do things that if you are a Path of Exile enthusiast are just gonna just blow your mind and tilt you off the face of the earth. It's gonna be great. I don't know shit about fuck when it comes to Path of Exile, pardon my French. I have played, let's see, my other highest character I got probably in the 70s, which is where I'm at right now. I've been following this build guide for a little necromancer build. I don't know, maybe I should actually identify that first. Yeah, and I've been having a lot of fun. I have a friend, Josh, who is very into Path of Exile. You know, he spent all the monies on supporter packs, which is great. It's good to support a free game that you actually like and play I guess probably thousands of hours of. So yeah, no judgment for that. I think, you know, I have some League of Legends skins that I've bought over the course of a decade playing that awful game off and on. Good, I still have gold. Yeah, so Path of Exile. If you're listening to this just because like you know me and are just watching me do things and love the sound of my mellifluous voice, Path of Exile is basically like a Diablo, like it's, you know, this was like, yeah, I don't know exactly the timeline, but like I've heard it described as Path of Exile is a game for people whose favorite part of Diablo 2 was spreadsheets. You're like, you know, trying to, I guess there's a lot of work in optimizing your build and things for a lot of people. For me, I'm obviously just following. Let's actually capture my audio output too. I'm just following a build, right? Like, I'm not putting that much effort and thought into these things. We're doing it live here, by the way. I have no tests done. I think this is picking up the PoE audio now. Hopefully it's not louder than me. I can see my levels here, and it seems, I don't know, seems okay. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, it's like Diablo, but for people who like spreadsheets, which I think is just a delightful way to put it. And there are leagues. Again, anyone who knows about Path of Exile is going to be listening to this and going, who the hell is this guy who knows nothing about Path of Exile trying to tell people about Path of Exile? And I'm sure you'll be in great psychic pain, so you're welcome. So yeah, it's a Diablo-like thing where you kill monsters to get loot, which is why I'm currently running a town. Obviously, right? Like, it just makes sense. So as you can see, I'm slaughtering many monsters. I'm getting all of the treasures from the monsters, as one does. It's great. It's very fantasy. I don't know, is this like low fantasy? Probably.
Off they go.
There is a storyline, but I don't know. again, if you're a total noob like me, the hilarious thing is there's 10 acts, right? So in Diablo is split up into chapters called acts, right? So there's 10 acts in Path of Exile, and there is nominally a story that mostly involves you killing lots of things, from skeletons all the way up to like nasty gods. And took me a week probably to get through the acts of playing off and on. Part 1, part 2. But the funny thing is, if for anybody actually who plays Path of Exile, what they refer to as the early game is when you are done the acts. So the acts are like the tutorial, right? All the time getting through the actual storyline is the tutorial, and then you get to what's called maps, and you're just running maps, trying to get loot and things, and better loot, and get your build running, and get all the items you need, and I don't know. There's probably economy trading things that happen. I don't know what any of this is worth. I don't know if I should be keeping any of this. I have some gear that just has the things the spells I need in it. So whatever, it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, once you get through the acts, then you start getting these what are called maps, and you run through the maps. There's this little map portal thing where you open the portal, and you get to start doing your maps. So I at least know enough to know that I should make this map a magic map so that I get better items and shit in it, and then I'm gonna go do this map and hopefully not die. Oh, it's very weird to me. So over in that town, so the current league is like you're settling this town, you're getting resources to help build up the town, and then your little townspeople, you can set them to work doing things like mining more ore and doing shipping that'll get you items and all that good stuff. I should probably sell this shit so I don't have a bunch of stuff in my...
Hello.
None of this is something I need for this character, so it's just all getting sold.
Freedom.
Right, so anyway, I was over in that settlement 5 minutes ago. And it's interesting to me because right now I'm in like a town area, and you can see all of my little like zombie minions and things are not there. So clearly in the code, I'm a software engineer by trade. Clearly in the code, the settlement is coded as like an enemy area, like not a town, because all my minions are there. You can use like your skills in the town. So interesting to me that they implemented that not as another town, but as like an enemy zone, right? As just like a normal zone. Who knows why? Maybe not even them. Sometimes, and I think this is a little loud. Hold on. Let me turn down that audio capture now that things are actually fighting. That might have been too far. Anyway. This is a trial run. We're just gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how it goes. See how it ends up. See if this is even watchable in the slightest. Oh man, what else is there to know that shows me as a complete noob in this game? There's these 5 flasks that do various things for you, and you're supposed to hit these all the time and use them, and I don't. Really. I'm very bad about using... Why is the chest locked? Oh, there we go. I'm very bad about using my flasks as much as I should. I'm sure this is painful to watch for anybody. Again, Josh, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Tiger, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're just laughing at me and you're enjoying it, so that's fine. Yeah, this is one of those things that gets you resources for your little town. So I need this ore. So I gotta kill all of the little monsters and get the ore. Great. If I talk, I'm probably gonna die because I'm not paying enough attention, and things kill you in this game. Half the time I don't even know what killed me. So yeah, my little miner dude came out and is mining me some more, which is just great. Love it. Love to see it. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, right. What's the point of this game? Well, it's It's made by a company called Grinding Gear Games. So I think the point is just to kill the mans to get more stuff, to kill the mans faster to get more stuff. There's no point. There's no point at all. It's like life. We're just on this treadmill. Except the treadmill is made of skeletons and horrific hell monsters. So, you know, less traumatizing than real life. It's not my favorite game in the world because, like, I don't know. There's an economy in it, so we can't fully escape the horrors of capitalism in this hell world either. But, you know, that's fine. At least I can turn off the computer, right? I can exit PoE. Some say it's easier to imagine the end of the world than the end of capitalism. But that was also true of the divine right of kings to rule, as they say. So perhaps one day we can live in a better world where our economy is based on killing zombies and picking up weird rocks. What could be better? Oh, this guy's fancy. Hey, that was the final boss for this map. And I'm totally gonna like die to these random fireballs. Yeah, so I have this whole little army of minions. Sometimes it's hard to tell what the little minions are throwing at me and what the enemy's throwing at me. Really. I killed this special guy and he had a stash and it had 60 gold in it. That is fucking fantastic. Trying to decide what I'm going to title this video when I put it up. I was gonna play with my friend Edward, who is also a complete rookie to PoE, just like me. And I was gonna call it Two Noobs, One Map. But now it's only one. It's only one noob. It's just me. So I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Maybe I'll just call it Happy Friendship Time with Astronome. Because what could be happier and friendlier than killing all of these monsters? And trying not to stand in the circles, because standing in circles is bad, because they explode. Come on, let me click the truck. We, in our friend group, we refer to playing Path of Exile as zooming, because my aforementioned friend, Josh, who's been playing this forever, you know, he can finish the axe in like, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours. You just zoom, 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 so fast. So we just call it zooming. I do not zoom. I more plod, slowly and deliberately. Whee! But it's still fun. How much of this is entertaining to watch? I don't know. I'm still flabbergasted that anybody watches other people play video games at all. I am very old school in that I still watch StarCraft Brood War. So the Afrika TV Star League is still a thing. That Tasteless and Artosis still cast, however many, 15, 20 years later in English. And I still watch it, and it's lovely. Another Blizzard game. As far as they've fallen from grace, their old stuff is good. Yeah, how long did that take me? This video has been recording for 14 whole minutes. Jesus Christ. Felt like it was longer than that. No comment. You know what? Let's try this. Let's try this little special fancy map. I'm also, as I'm playing this, I'm uploading an hour-long Age of Sigmar video to YouTube. So if you are somehow here watching this video and have not watched my other channel, Astronome AOS, you should totally go do that. 4th edition of Age of Sigmar just came out, like not even a month ago. And it's pretty great. It's pretty great. It's a good time to get into the game. I think it's better than ever not to be a big old GW shill, but you know, if they want to give me some content creator money, and by money I mean free models for me to paint, I wouldn't complain. That would be fine. I think I need about 30 times as many viewers as I have now to even be on the radar for thinking about possibly in the future being a sponsored content creator. But you know, we can all dream big, can't we? I'm lucky enough to have a day job I actually like, so I'm not trying to replace that with content creation. The internet YouTube grinder. Oh, you're a special dude. Here, have all of my minions in your face. Oh, what else can we talk about? I'm not used to like playing a game and talking at the same time, but I feel like that's what people come to these things for. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't want to talk about PoE. I don't know anything about PoE. What am I even doing here? I'm a fraud. I'm an imposter. I should just talk more about Warhammer. Except I just spent an hour talking about that in the other video that I mentioned. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maybe. Nope, turns out I'm the best. Not dead at all. Totally just doing the winning. Really, so the point of this game is really to just hit that part of your lizard brain that just, you get that dopamine hit when you hear that sound effect of that unique item drop. And it just says, yeah, wow, you should keep playing so you can hear that sound again and see that pretty orange item and get that dopamine hit again and just stay on this treadmill, man. Stay on the treadmill. It's not an addiction at all. It's totally fine. Nothing at all like a gambling addiction. Which I've heard is a bad thing to have. I don't know. I've never experienced it. I think I've done this place. Did I get my... I think I got my passive point. So I think I'm done. Yeah. Absolute... Oh, that's good. Absolute hilarious thing about this game. I get... After I see if there's monsters over here to kill, I'm gonna open the passive tree for you. By you, I'm probably addressing the one person who's gonna watch this, which is my buddy John, who was like, hey, you should stream some PoE or throw up a video so I have something to watch. And I'm sure he's seen this, but... Oh, there's some more monsters. There we go. Clearly, I'm not optimal at this. I've not optimized this. I just went 4 seconds without killing a monster. People who do this regularly or like for a living are like, oh my god, 3 seconds of downtime. This is so inefficient. What are you doing? Right. So I was saying early game is after you finished the story, the game, and gotten into this whole mapping thing. And the hilarious thing to me, the thing that really just got me, was here's the passive skill tree for Path of Exile. I can't even zoom out enough to see it all. So like, this is the real reason somebody like me needs a guide, is I'm not going to figure out what of these 1,000 things I should like path through the skill tree to. It's absurd. This is complete and utter nonsense, right? So then I got to, you know, for the first time after having tried this like multiple times, played a couple characters, you know, not really gotten to the end game. I finally got a guide. I figured out what to do on this giant passive tree, figured out these little gems that you put in items, you know, this is what gives you your spells and your skills. I figured all of that out. So I get through the story and I get to this like, you know, oh boy, I'm actually I'm a real boy. I got to the real game now, right? And turns out there is, where even is it? Here it is. Turns out you get to the end game and there's a whole second skill tree. There's a whole map-based Atlas skill tree that now you have to figure out what the heck this is, and I don't even care. I'm not going to play this that much. I'm going to allocate a few points, whatever, it's fine. So so really, like, you get through the game, and then finally you can play the game. Which is absurd. And like I said, like, my buddy Josh, he can get through to this part in like 4 to 6 hours. I don't know. For me, it probably took, I don't know, 20 or 30. Like, it was, like I said, it was like a weekend. It was probably like 2 weekends and the week in between of playing like a good bit. I legit don't know how to like tell if I actually completed that mission or not. I think it's completed. Where might I be able to see that? Oh no, this is complete. Complete the map. Alright, so I guess I haven't completed it yet. I just killed the dude. I'm glad I checked that. I'm glad I came back. Yeah, so, there's nothing like putting in 30 hours into a game so that you can start playing the real game. Kind of madness. But here we are. Here I am. I'm playing it. I'm doing it. Just, hanging out, hitting the wrong buttons, almost dying, as one does. It's great. We love to see. Oh, I didn't empty out my pockets, so my pants are just full of loot. I can't carry anymore. Terrible. It is somewhat satisfying to just, like, watch everything explode. So I have this skill that, like, summons all of my little zombie friends to me. Whoop. So I just pull them all to me, and everything starts exploding. And it's honestly kind of relaxing. I don't have to do anything. Props to whoever put together this build so that I didn't have to think about how to play this silly, silly game. So yeah, I gotta figure out what else I want to put on this channel. I talked a little bit about liking board games. Sorry, microphone. My friends and I, we all got very hooked on a game called Through the Ages for a while. Oh, and of course, I probably need to go to this stupid hideout is the reason I have not finished this. Yeah, we got hooked on a game called Through the Ages for a while. Honestly, I think we burnt ourselves out on it finally after like a year or two of playing it constantly. So yeah, I would love to talk a little bit about like Through the Ages strategy. We play a lot on wow, my computer is slowing down a little bit. That is fun. And this guy looks problematic, shall we say. His life is not going down quickly. Oh, mine is though. Heyo. Right, so I kind of want to make a video about like through the ages. We usually play in Board Game Arena, so if you don't know about Board Game Arena, it is super rad. Wow, this is just ridiculous. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's out of control. I don't even think he killed one of my minions, but totally out of control. Yeah, so we play in, play in Board Game Arena. It's a great website. We all pay for the premium. It's like, it's something absurd, like 20 or 30 bucks a year for just absolute amazing value of being able to play all these board games online. We have absolutely bought a ton of games, like physical copies of games that we initially played on BGA online. So I can see how it's like, beneficial for the games companies to like put their stuff on BGA and like allow them to do that with whatever agreement they have set up. But it's through this last door is the place I needed to go that I didn't go through. But yeah, we played a ton of games on there. So like, I would be very happy to make some videos just talking about board games, the dozens of board games that we play all the time. I already have a channel for Warhammer. I don't know. Maybe at some point, if I get hooked on another computer game, I'll stream that. I'm kind of in between games right now, honestly. Like, nothing is particularly enthusing me at the moment. I'm kind of waiting. I also have a Switch. I don't know how to stream Switch on something like this. But I've played a ton of Stardew Valley, is the point that I'm getting to, and I've been waiting for 1.6 of Stardew Valley to come out on the Switch, so I can play on the Switch. So like I've kind of been unmotivated to some extent to play anything on the Switch. I've just kind of been waiting for that to come out. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. This still says complete the map, and I don't know where I have not completed on this goddamn map. So if somebody wants to yell at me in the comments and be like, you're so stupid, you should have done this, feel free. It's the benefit. It's really why I should be doing this live, I guess, is if I was on Twitch doing this live, somebody could just tell me, hey, you missed this thing, you dummy, and you're supposed to go over here. Like if this is the one place where there's like a hidden like light switch that I have to turn to get into the area where I need to go, I'm gonna be pissed. Hopefully not. Oh, here we go. There's more places to go. Great. And more ways to die. Fantastic. Oh, I'm definitely dying. This is not good. How about you all fight my little zombies and not me? That'd be great. I definitely want that. I definitely don't want that in my face. Alright, it appears that my little army is making headway for me. That's great. I don't know. That felt like it could have been the final boss encounter, right? Nope, no. Yep, still not to the end of this map. I still don't know where I'm going. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm honestly kind of to the point where I'm just going to give up on it, because here we are at almost 30 minutes of this stupid stream. I think it's almost time to be done. I have things to do. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm old. It's past my bedtime. I'm all washed up. Also just like getting a good night's sleep. All right, friends, we're giving up on this nonsense. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going to complete this map. I think I may have already done it, and I'm just being really dumb. So we're gonna be done. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I don't know. I sent out my little ship of dudes over in this little port. I think I just need to make sure they have enough gold to keep sailing for me, and then I'm gonna be done. Oh yeah, look at that treasury. We're doing fine. Timely infusion indeed, my friend. I don't think you can hear them at this point. All right, well, anyway, I'm done. That was a half an hour. I hope that was mildly entertaining. Or if not, you were so bored that you just muted me and then left it on in the background so that I get a view. And YouTube sends me all of that sick YouTube money. And then I can retire to the Bahamas and just, you know, live the dream. See you all next time. Probably not playing PoE. Probably just like jabbering with a friend about a board game or something. I don't know. We'll see. Ciao.